such a lovely laid-back place.
Isn't it? So it was in those days, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I remember those.
Is that you?
Is that me? That may be me.
Okay.
Is it still playing?
Yeah.
No, it was me, boys.
All right.
Oh, you're watching the video?
Yeah.
What do you
That's
think?
funny. You're exactly the same place as I was watching it, and then I realised it was 8 o'clock.
Okay, how are we doing, guys?
I
Great.
was just coming to the part where Con was trying to recognise all the people there.
Yeah.
But I looked at them and I saw Felix, Gary P, Steve P. I saw you, Con, I'm sure.
I wasn't there.
You weren't there.
No, I was there the year before and the year after.
It only looked like you anyway, charging
It
down
did,
the beach
it
with a
did.
board.
One of the guys surfing looks like me, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what it was. The blurred photographs.
Oh, well, it's taken as it is, like, you know.
Yeah. Halcyon days.
In fact, Guy, Bill, he's gonna maybe kind of come on tonight because he's a good friend of
Yeah.
Dave's as well. Yeah,
Well, once I'm going to send that link to John Howells.
yeah. Yeah, get in touch with them because it's car and he's on it as well. He's the one with his back to the camera.
Who's on it?
John Howells is on it. He's the one when they
right.
get in the camping, got a jacket,
Yeah.
check blue shirt on.
Check jacket. Yeah, I know.
That's John Howells. Aha.
Good. Yeah. Well, I'll get in contact with him.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Mikey boy, bloody hats off to you, man, for all the organising you've been doing down the cast.
No, that wasn't a lot to me, really. That was somebody else. I was just doing a big part in it.
Well, it was well done to everybody involved.
It's all the little help from all the little people doing all the little bits make the whole thing work.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than some other things I could talk about, but I'm not.
Yeah, man. Don't talk to me about it.
Strange enough, the hardest thing was the teddy bear's picnic. Strange enough, I know that sounds a bit strange, but it was. I'm trying to get people to get into a bear suit.
All right.
Yeah,
getting bare, but getting into a bear suit.
Especially this weather.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Dave, right?
All right.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Okay. Enjoying this lovely weather?
Yeah, beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it. It's too hot for me.
Too hot, yeah.
Is it?
I haven't been out. The only time I've been out is taking Morgan back to where she's living. And I haven't been outside today, basically. It's too hot. Normally about this time of night is when we go outside now.
Yeah, I can't go out in the sun anyway. See that? Can you see that?
Yeah.
Vitiligo. So
Fucking hell, man.
if I go out in the sun,
Vicky's got,
and the white
Vicky's
goes
got
whiter.
vitiligo. Yeah.
So I don't get out. I just cover myself up and back to 50.
Tell him I got vitiligo.
Yeah. Vicky's had, she's had it for years.
Oh, bloody hell.
Vitiligo.
Yeah.
Dave, I was talking to a friend of yours at golf the other day.
Oh, Richard, yeah?
Richard, yeah. He was telling me what a small world it is.
Yeah.
It's getting smaller as well, bloody hell.
Yeah.
The world is very small, and Swansea is nothing more than a big village.
That's right. Yeah.
Well,
No matter where you go in the world, you meet somebody from Mumbles, don't you?
Yeah. Like, as you know, I play golf, and Dennis is a guy I play golf with. He's from south of London. He's been living in Wales for ages. But Rich is a good friend of yours, Dave, isn't he?
Yeah.
Who met who was it? I forget his name now. Dennis.
Dan, yeah.
And so they sort of been friends with Dave for a long time, I think, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, I've known Richard as long as I've known Con, I think.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, that's donkey's years, that is.
That's a long while, isn't it?
Yeah, bloody hell, that's got to be 50 years, isn't it? Something like that, nearly.
Well, he was talking about the surf shop about the same time we were there, Con. But I can't remember him, to be honest.
I can't remember anybody.
50 years, Con.
He didn't surf.
It's
he didn't
50, I'm
surf.
afraid.
Yeah. He wasn't a surfer.
He went to the surf shop, though, didn't he?
Oh, he used to come to surf shop, yeah.
Yeah. He used to come for tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everybody else. You know, all of vagrants and mumbles came to the shop.
Yeah, they all lived there.
Your coffee? Yeah, I'll have a coffee. Yeah, I'll go and have a tea.
Is Vicky still there, Dave?
Yeah.
Because we were talking about Vicky, and I said I can only remember Vicky in the shop on a few occasions. Did Vicky not come to the shop match then or not? I don't know why I don't remember.
Yeah, she used to.
We had the boutique upstairs.
Yeah, when it was the Bilbo, she ran the upstairs, the boutique.
Right, yeah. But
Is there upstairs in the Bilbo?
Yeah, fashion
Yeah.
shop.
Fashion, yeah.
We lived up there when we first
When
came.
we first came, we lived up there.
You do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a little while, didn't we?
We had
Yeah.
to ask the policeman not to rattle the door.
Yeah. That's how we got to know Richard.
right.
I didn't know that. I never went upstairs in the Bilbo.
Oh, Con, you never
You
did.
weren't a fashion guru, Con.
I wasn't a
No.
fashion guru, was I? No, my mother used to make the stuff to go there. That's why.
Hang on. You flip-flops last year,
Yeah.
years, Con, so you wouldn't need to go up there.
Well, no.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Look at these ones, right? Look at these. These are perfect. Look at these.
Did you go, Dave?
4 years old, and I've been wearing them.
Yeah.
I've been wearing them solid now for 2 years. I haven't put shoes on for 2 years.
Yeah, they're not from Woolworths.
They're from Decathlon. They're not Reef.
Yeah.
I stopped buying Reef because it's a bloody big rip off. They're not as good as they are. And they bought these from Decathlon for about a third of the price of Reef. And they're great. Look at them. Bloody hell. man.
I got Reef because I got a can opener in the bottom of them. I've only ever used it twice.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, I know the managing director of Decathlon. I used to play
Yeah.
football with him. Because that's not far from you, is it? They're down your way, aren't they?
yeah, we got one in Conibear.
Yeah.
Oh, they have, you know, it's cliche sort of commercial shop, but they have got some great stuff. You know, you wouldn't go and buy a surfboard there for sure, but you want a pair of slaps, cheap, not cheap, but cheaper than Quicksilver or whatever. And all you're paying for is a bloody name tag.
Yeah.
Anyway, when I was sponsored by Reef and everything, then it was cool, you know, you just had as many as you wanted. But when you got to start paying for the buggers and they don't last as long, you got to think of your pocket.
Yeah. But Decathlon make all sorts of sports stuff, didn't they? From skis to the football kit.
Everything. Bikes.
They sell tractors, don't they?
Tents, tractors. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me, Dave. I tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, they sell the big ones have they have a agricultural bit, don't they? They sell not only small tractors, but they had. I'm just trying to think where.
You sure not?
Oh,
Think of,
down south somewhere it was. A really big one.
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't hear much in Swansea, to be honest, do we?
And there's not too many tractor sports in Swansea, is there?
Well, yeah.
No.
I mean, they got Decathlon in London, though.
Mhm.
Quite a few up there.
Yeah.
But I think they got the big shop in Oxford Street, I think, as well. But which I think is mostly sports stuff.
Mm.
I don't remember any tractors there. But
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for a tractor at the time.
You sure?
You didn't
Yeah,
go
they
upstairs,
come
did you? You didn't go upstairs like you in the surf shop.
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
right, Ken. Yeah.
Then they sell Chelsea tractors down there. They'll go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we go back to this mythical surf shop that you said you had an upstairs? I don't remember an upstairs either, Dave.
I
Are you
do.
sure you had an upstairs?
Yeah,
You remember, Kip?
I do remember it. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I see.
all the girlies used to go up there.
Yeah.
Ah, so that's where you used to disappear to, is it?
Yeah.
So where was the stairs then? I'm trying to. I can't.
When
picture
you
it.
went in down on the left hand side.
Ah, yeah, I remember. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember the stairs there.
But I thought that's. I thought that was you. You were where you lived. I thought it was your house.
How's
No,
that?
Sorry, Dave.
We stayed in a hotel to begin with when we first came, and then we moved into the shop, and then we went down to the Redcliffe.
All right.
It was a case of
Weren't you in a house just along from a surf shop.
Yeah, next door but one to the
Yeah,
shop
right, yeah.
in the flat. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Did that.
Yeah, I remember.
We were stitched up by
Yeah.
Doug Wilson.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I had a great chat with Bill. Bill
yeah,
Clark.
I see Bill, yeah.
Yeah,
I started watching that thing you put up, Con, but I only managed to watch the first 5 minutes or more in that. I had
Same
to
as
go-
everybody else.
Yeah.
why is
Yeah.
that?
Until you started wanting to identify the people, you know.
That's a whole.
Yeah.
You're a bunch of bloody. Yeah.
Well, we watch it later, Con. You see, we
Yeah,
will.
pussy-
Pussy's
Watch it
fun,
later.
pussy.
Enjoy it because there is a reason for that. Because the whole film is shown at the end with music that goes with it and everything. It's just just putting things clear. You know, that's all it is.
Clear as mud.
When did you put that up, Con? Was it yesterday?
No, this morning.
This morning, yeah.
I worked on it all night. Since I couldn't put the one.
Yeah, see, you know the music. Did you find it's instrumental? Do it again, isn't it?
Let's do it again.
I was waiting for the vocal to come in. You know.
No, there's no vocals on it, but then it's "Stay Young" by Gallagher and Lyle at the end.
All right.
That's got vocals on it. But I deliberately did it without vocals.
Yeah, it's great.
Bloody job finding it. Bloody hell.
Yeah, well, I will watch it later.
That's a nice chat about what was happening down there, you know?
Yeah, because when he said in the beginning about, like, I thought it was just the British that went over to Oz, you know, Pom's job, £10 Poms.
Yeah.
But he was saying that he and Rod Sumter, whatever, they came over here. Was it?
Him on the boat. Not Rod
the boat.
Sumter. It was, he was with two other Aussies and he was with John Howells.
Oh, I wasn't. What he said, Rod, and he said, I
This
thought
was
he meant.
before they had 747s, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, of course,
The
yeah.
Rod he's talking about is one
Yeah,
of the Aussies.
Rod came over from the States, didn't he?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, he came over from the States. He'd been
I remember the
in
blonde guy.
California for a while.
I remember the blonde guy hanging around for a while.
Oh,
John, is it? No, not John.
no.
I don't know.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Look amongst yourself, boys. Dave's telling us in a minute.
All right.
Yeah,
John,
it'll be
Paul,
you carry on, yeah. It'll be a while, yeah.
Yeah, so
You have to rewatch the film.
You have to put the names of the people on it, Con.
Paul,
I
is
did.
his name Paul?
Well, I've just
No.
I've just run through it. You haven't got the name of all the people.
Not all the people. No, I got the name of Felix, Gary, and Steve Parsons and Dave.
So what? I mean, I know it's
Or
retro.
maybe that's on. I didn't put it on the film. I put it on the thumb.
Yeah, you want to put it at the end if you can, because a lot of people won't remember the names. But if you put them up, they go, "Oh yeah, I remember that guy." Yeah.
Well, I put up credits for Bill and myself and everything.
Was it Keith
Good to have
Paul?
some names up though, Con,
Huh?
so people
Keith
can remember
Paul?
and recognise.
No, I can't remember. But, yeah, I know what you mean, Kip. But I was a bit rushed because
Oh yeah, it's understandable.
I had already prepared. I'd taken 3 days to prepare
Yeah.
last Silver Surfers from last week,
Uh,
which
No excuse.
which I haven't published. Because I respect you all, okay? So that's not published. But to keep you all silent and shut the fuck up, I still have it. Right? It's in the vault. It's under a top secret locker. It's in the vaults, okay?
So you can threaten us with it.
any malarkey, and that's coming out. And you're all in
So
shit.
it'll be like exhibit number 345. Produced, please. I rest my case, Your Honour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know that the film is it one that he made
Yeah.
when he was over here?
It's just Super 8. It's just clips of Super 8 put together.
Right.
And what he's done, he's filmed it on a screen. He hasn't digitalized it. He's filmed it on a screen. So, and when you look at the originals I got, it took me ages to clean it all up. So I had to clean all the film up, you know.
Yeah. I heard you to saying that to him, you know.
Yeah.
So was he over for you for long then?
Hello.
I don't know. Ask Dave.
Yeah, he came over. Yeah, he came
I
over.
got my secretary and chef coming in.
Oh, right. Yeah.
How are you, Melody?
Good.
We were all waiting for words of wisdom.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
How?
don't
Yeah,
be
he
wisdom.
was over for ages because he came down to Brits with us,
All right.
and then stayed over, and then he came back. He came back for like a long weekend from Oz because his brother was getting married. His brother came over and stayed in London,
Yeah.
and he came back over and came for a long weekend.
I stayed for 3 years.
For the
4
wedding.
years.
Yeah. But he's been over a couple of times. He was over about how long ago? About 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
About that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was hoping he was going to join us tonight because I was talking to him and he seemed he was really into coming on tonight, but maybe he's having problems or something like that.
No, don't know.
I don't know what time in Oz it is now. It must be about.
So did he contact you, Con?
Yeah, I've been in touch with him for ages, you know, because with connection with Dave and everything. I've been in touch with him for about 2 or 3, 4, 5 years even, you know. I can't really remember him from the time when he was here, but it's coming back slowly, you know.
Yeah. Originally, he stayed with the Parsons in the guest house.
Right, yeah.
When he came back with Tina,
On the
Ah,
boat.
right,
Tina
yeah.
White. He
Yeah.
came back on the boat with her.
Yeah, right,
He
okay.
talked him into coming to Mumbles.
Oh, did she? So she went out to Australia with somebody who's still there now, isn't it? Often comes up, well, not often on Facebook.
Yeah,
Jenkins.
Jane Jenkins.
That's it. So then Tina stayed, but Tina came back after a while, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She came back and he was on the boat and she talked him in because he surfed. They got talking, I suppose, and she talked him into coming to Mumbles.
All right.
So he came down, he went to the Parsons' guest house, and then he stayed with us for a while, and he stayed with
But
us.
this is the bill now. So
Yeah.
the people he talks about also he met on the boat. They were other Australians, like the rod and that. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
it's good.
yeah.
Con, what something is intriguing me here. I've noticed that your T-shirt, it reads the right way,
Yeah,
whereas mine is backwards.
because I'm technologically capable, Sam.
No, yours is
I'm a computer nerd, Sam.
Around, Sam.
I can put it around the other way if you really want
No,
it.
so is it a bit like when you take a picture and it's a selfie thing?
Well, yours is on the right way around as well.
Mine's not. Oh,
Yours
not to
says
me,
Santa
it isn't.
Cruz.
On this,
Yeah, it is.
it does.
Because you're looking at
To
yourself.
me, mine is on backwards. So
Yeah, right, because you
It's
see
like
it
looking in a
all
mirror, isn't
What are you
it? You
doing?
see everything backwards in the mirror.
You look
right.
right in the mirror. I mean, oh well. On mine, it's coming out like it is, you know, like I am sort of thing, in real time, not mirror reflection.
all right. So okay, that's
I have
yeah,
the technology to do it.
yeah. Yeah, because I got this shirt 4 years ago when I was on a bike ride. Did I tell you? From where you go from San Francisco down to LA on the last leg, about a 2-week ride around. And when we came to Santa Cruz, I always thought that Santa Cruz was down south of LA or around there somewhere. I didn't realize it was so far north.
Yeah.
And then in the museum there, it's a cracking place, and it was the whole history thing of the Hawaiian princes coming over to do military stuff and bringing their really early boards with them. So that was the sort of the whole thing of one area where surfing started, you know.
Well,
There's a cracking there.
what's his name? Jack O'Neill was from Santa Cruz, wasn't he?
I forget the name of the guy.
What
What was it? You know Dave, you bought me a T-shirt for my, more likely, now was it my 40th or my 50th birthday? It was Duke, Yokohama.
Yeah.
Hookah, hookah, hookah.
Hanamoto.
I mean, it's well worn. It's gone now, more or less, because I wore it so much. But was he from up that way somewhere? Was he? Was he?
No, the Duke.
No, the Duke's Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
He's the main man.
Was the main man. He was in fact, he was a beach boy in Honolulu,
Yeah.
Waikiki, but he was an excellent swimmer, and he just beat the ass of everybody for about 3 Olympics. And he was a multi-gold medalist for the Olympics. He took surfing over to Australia. That was in the 1900 and blit or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
And it was him who was called the father of, or the grandfather of modern surfing, basically.
That's right.
Yeah. Got a statue on the beach there.
Yeah, Waikiki, yeah.
Yeah.
Which we should have on. I won't say the word that begins with B and ends in H.
No.
You all right. You know the did you put up an image like a bronze statue of a surfer?
Yeah.
And I looked it up and I did Google Earth and I found it, I think. But the Google Earth, sometimes you can't quite go 100 yards down the road because the camera didn't get there. But it's just off Hermosa Beach, south, just slightly south of LA, towards
No, it's on.
No, so when I posted, Sam,
Yeah.
I posted that, yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
did you
that's
just
it,
get
guys.
it from an image somewhere, or
No,
Yeah.
is it a photograph of yours?
No, I had it from somewhere before. I
Oh, because
forget.
I'm sure in my archives I've got that photograph which I took when I was there 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Yes.
I forget who it was, no day, but it was in tribute to him, it was.
Yeah. Because I thought I'm sure it was where I'd seen it on the edge of a beach, you know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
It's
it was
like
that
a
one.
promenade, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a little
there would be one there, you know.
a precinct, and it's Hermosa Beach is the and it's just up from what's the one beginning with R, Redondo,
Redondo Beach.
There is a Redondo, yeah.
Okay, let me get this up here somewhere. Where the fuck is it gone? Yeah.
No, it's not that con.
No, it's not that one. It's the one stooped down coming out of a curl.
Well, this is the one in. Why is my fucking screen not moving up here?
It's in,
That one's in Hawaii, is it?
that's Waikiki, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the one you keep. Oh, there we are. There we are.
yeah,
Yeah.
See?
yeah. On all those, they're things, the garlands that people just keep hanging on it.
They're paying homage to the Duke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. That's the one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one, yeah, that's Huntington Beach. Yeah.
Huntington, you reckon, is it?
Is it? Is it Hermosa? I don't know. I can't remember.
Well,
So it looks
I
like
went to
Huntington
I went down to Huntington as well. It could have been there, but I thought it was Hermosa. But if that's Huntington,
Looking at the pier, it's probably Hermosa Beach. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not Huntington Beach.
No, it's not
That's
Huntington.
not the pier, no.
the strange thing is, we're so used to with our beaches, they're within bays, aren't they? There's a bit of a
Yeah.
but of course, all the breaks along, on the west coast, it's just like one more or less big long Llangennith.
Yeah.
Now, this part of the beach is called Malibu, and then a bit further down, the same stretch is called. So when we got to Huntington, I thought, oh, this bit is Huntington. All right, there's the pier, and there's the surf shop, and all the stuff. So it was quite strange, because we get used to having beaches that have curves going out to them,
A bit like Aberafan and Llangennith stuck together, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aberafan by the sea.
Yeah,
It's called the Tim Kelly Lifeguard Memorial Statue.
that's right, lifeguard one. Yeah,
Right.
Connor's put up now.
yeah. I thought it was a lifeguard thing, even though the guy
Yeah,
looks like he's
Hermosa
on-
Beach. Yeah,
Hermosa
Hermosa
Beach.
Beach.
Yeah.
And the other one is the Duke statue in Waikiki.
Only that though is a lifeguard, but there again, they would have used boards to go out and do their lifeguarding,
It's
wouldn't
back
they?
in again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the original board that is down in Cornwall that was sent over by the Duke, because the guy that had it, who lived in Newquay, was also a swimmer who had competed against him
Right.
All right.
All right.
in 1937 or whenever it was.
Yeah, because on this shirt, they date it to 1936. I think it is. I think it's 1936.
Yeah, yeah. They and the Duke actually sent it over by boat to the guy in Newquay.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd heard about that, but
Yeah, we did. I did the work cleaning it up because it was so heavy, and they lived in Lusty Glaze, went down the steps,
yeah.
all the way down the steps. So him and his brother used to carry it down, and it was just so heavy that
Yeah.
in the end they just put it in the loft, and that's where it stayed. And when they gave it to Bilbo, it was in, you can imagine the dust since the 30s. And we did it all and took a photograph of the logo and had the logo redone, and it was all cleaned up and revarnished and done. But it was
Where's that now?
Where's it now, Dave?
it's I think it's in one of the museums, I think, in
Oh,
New
good. Yeah,
Is it in the museum in Newquay or in Bude?
Newquay.
Okay.
Because it was the guy was from he was from Lusty Glaze, the swimmer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Michael, I'm a bit intrigued, and you said you might come on live stream. Are you in a quiet part of the castle, or have you?
No, I was having a bit of a joke. It finished at 7 o'clock on Sunday, Sam.
Oh, did it? Oh,
Yeah.
the 90s thing was an afternoon job then, was it?
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
to do with the license.
It was a
All
teddy
right.
bears tea party, not the teddy bears rave party.
Don't tell me, Colin. Saturday night at about 9:10, the band came on. They played one song, and everything went pump.
Brilliant. That's class, that is.
Could
And
only
when we
happen to
looked
you,
at
could it,
it,
Mike?
it was lucky I was around because I had the combination of the box where the overload was. But every van in there had plugged into the power supply.
Oh, great.
So as soon as the band came on, I don't know why does music take such a lot of current? What's there? It's just the speakers, is it?
Amps.
Just that.
Everybody's amps. Everything on stage is live.
It would have been.
but
It was a combination of the lighting and the amps. As you say, the speakers don't do anything; they're just the end product.
Like the speakers are passive, so it's the
Yeah.
amps and the lights. And with the passage of the lights, it breaks the circuit sometimes, doesn't it? It's like a chippy, you know. Like you got a chippy in a van, and it plugs in, and all of a sudden everything clicks off. Like,
Yeah.
But when you managed to sort the trip, did you, Michael? Did it not keep tripping out then?
well, we had to undo a load of the vans. We used
Yeah,
it
you
for the
what?
chip fryers.
Oh, well, they're the ones that used all the power, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
all
it's
the
always
all the
But it's-
burger
it's
vans.
cheap- It's cheaper
All
than
electric,
diesel,
isn't
isn't it?
Were they
Yeah.
running with all the burger vans and things running off mains?
Yeah.
Good God!
Well, they got the option, haven't they? They can run off diesel, or they got their own generators. So, but
all
diesel's
right,
quite-
they weren't running off your electric mains then.
Yeah,
Oh, they were. Yeah.
they could just tap into it. Yeah.
So you had a big.
just
Did you have a big loop going right around where they were?
It was near enough. Yeah, it went about sort of 400 yards.
bloody hell.
Oh, I bet they were rubbing their hands. Right, free electric.
Yeah, yeah.
Burgers.
They've all got batteries inside those vehicles, just charging them up for the night.
Probably.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the way it is, isn't it? But,
It
a lot
looked
of
like
these- right.
the Friday looked like you maybe had about 100 odd people there. Was it?
No, it's a lot more than that. I think it was probably because it's quite spread out there. So I suppose about 400-500 and about
On the
probably-
Friday, was it?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I
about
was doing a
700,
head count on the shots you were putting up there of always kind of, you know, occupying that centre space. But I could see Saturday was about 3 or 4 times as busy, so I thought you might have had about 400 or 500 on Saturday.
Yeah, there's a lot of people outside on the hill and for the bars and everything, you know. So
Yeah.
it was good. It was good. It was a good turnout. The weather helped.
Yeah.
And I take it that all the caterers, they all paid to be there, did they?
Yeah, I got to say, it's not my event, Sam. It's Paul. You know Paul Whitaker.
Yeah, I thought it would be. Yeah.
Whatever his company is, it's more his event with Mumbles Traders.
Yeah.
So he's responsible for everything, not me.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
good
my disclaimer put in.
That's a good cop-out.
If anything goes wrong, don't blame Mike.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they will blame Mike. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Yeah. And everybody looking to blame somebody else, aren't they? But,
Yeah.
it's good to have some live music and things like that in the area, though, for a change. I mean,
Very right, yeah.
I mean, it was only 8 or 10 quid to go in, so it's not a great deal, you know. And then the beers were £5.50 or £6, whatever it was. So it's not far off pub price, really. Maybe another 50p.
I remember when you said about, you know, don't blame me, whatever. There was a sketch, I'm sure it was a Spike Milligan based thing. And the phrase was, somebody had come in and was looking for something that had gone wrong. And it was like, I'm only the cleaner here, you know.
Yeah.
I'm only the cleaner, nothing to do with me, mate, you know.
Yeah. Best thing to be.
Yeah.
Keep away from everything.
Oh, you know that
Yeah,
thing last week where, Michael, was it you that had a little bit of footage of Paul, but we weren't getting the sound, were we? Was it, remember you put up a thing of Paul down at the beach? Paul Henry.
But I had added
yeah.
that on the episode where we couldn't hear it. I had put in the actual footage.
Oh, so the sound on it as well.
Yeah, but he won't. Hey,
Paul,
Kip, Mike,
Yeah.
Dave, anybody who knows me, welcome to Langland. I just played Laura's theme and nobody listened. It was great.
But he was just talking Paul. Was he just talking Paul?
Rubbish, yeah.
No, he just
No,
said, hi, everybody, just, you know, I'm down here doing the doggy thing, blah, 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 and I have best wishes to everyone, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah, he's more chatty now than he ever used to be. Before, when he was back and forth to Spain, and I remember he'd appear, so I'd say, did you come back on the bike, or did you fly back, or whatever? And his answer would be something like, I gotta get out to Crab because they're at, you know.
Yeah.
You feel like saying, no, that wasn't the question, Paul, you know. But over the last couple of years, you can have a proper chat with him now, more or less, you know.
Yeah, no, I had a nice chat with him about Larry Adler, actually. I was asking him about what all that was about, sort of thing.
Yeah, I got one of...
Quite interesting.
Yeah, Paul gave me when I used to play in a band briefly with Paul, and he gave me one of the harmonicas that Larry Adler had given him, you know. It's a chromatic with the button on it, you know. Whatever.
But have you seen his new one now? It does everything.
Oh yeah, he's always been about gizmos, Paul. He's a toy, you know.
It does pan pipes, whatever.
Yeah, well, it'll do whatever he wanted to do. But I think he's found that the pan pipes thing suits all the numbers he's doing, where he's playing the vocal melody line, and he's got the backing track. It all works really well on that pan pipes kind of sound. So he plays the harmonica as if he's playing those notes on the harmonica, but then the electronic insides translates it to whatever he wants. So he's been using that pan pipe sound for just about everything he plays now, you know. And it works really well.
Turning Peruvian.
Yeah. Do you remember the guys that used to come to town every now and then? About 4 or 5 of them. And they'd all be dressed up and they'd have tapes for sale and they come in the bus and they'd all play the.
Yeah. They wore colourful blankets, didn't they?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be in town for 2 days and then gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Conibear, I think they were, weren't they?
Yeah.
I tell you, there was a film. There was a film out round about that time, which would have been maybe late 70s, early 80s, and it was called Picnic at Hanging Rock, set in Australia.
Australia, yeah.
And the music was the panpipes stuff, you know, quite haunting because of the mystery, I suppose, about that the girls that disappeared, wasn't it? You know.
Yeah, well, lots of people disappeared. Australia's a massive bloody country.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Now, where did I put them now? It must be here somewhere. Yeah.
Put it down over there by you.
But yeah, somewhere over there, nearly
5,000 miles away.
Yeah.
I seem
Yeah,
to
you have a
remember
shock in it when you
getting lost.
if you fly for east to west. It's further than going to Tenerife.
It's a big place.
Yeah.
What happens if you fly from west to east? Is it shorter?
No,
The wind behind you.
yeah, because the wind goes that way. Yeah.
Oh, it's nothing to do with it.
Faster,
With
faster
the time
that
lag.
way.
Isn't it
Yeah.
3,000 miles or something like that across?
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah.
That's bigger than.
I
Is it
stayed
wider
with some
than-
friends in Victoria, and you look at the map. So we're going to go up to Broken Hills. Yeah. He's looking at the map and goes, "It's just up there a bit." You know, yeah, great. Off we go. 2 days later, still on the road.
Yeah.
And we go,
That's
we got
right.
that far. Thinking, what? You know,
Yeah.
they measure it in hours and days. It's not in
Yeah.
miles.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
bit
big
like
place.
that program has been on the box up until the last couple of weeks. You know, the race across the World Series, and they did Canada, the last one,
Yeah.
and it's a long way. You know.
There's some big
Right,
countries
yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Luxembourg, is it?
Huh.
It's like through Luxembourg. It took me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's true. I was there on the border of Luxembourg, and I was going down towards Lyon or somewhere like that. And he said, "I'll take you to the other side of the border." I said, "Oh, great." I said, "Oh, well, we're in here in 5 minutes, and we're at the other side of the border in Belgium or somewhere." You know?
Yeah, I remember coming up from a bike trip down south somewhere, and I came up through Metz, I think it was, and then and I was following then the river, the Mosel. Is it the Mosel Valley? It's lovely. One side of the river is Germany, and then the other side is what would it be? I forget now. And vineyards coming down to the edge of the river, watching those big canal boats go by. And I ended up in Luxembourg. I was en route elsewhere. Luxembourg was
Well, that would be up in Champagne, wouldn't it?
yeah. That's right. Well, actually, my friend's name is Champagne. His surname is Champagne, but I was heading for Brussels, and you go through Luxembourg.
Yeah,
to get
'cause, Moselle is a good wine as well. It's named as the name.
I
Of
see
it.
Moselle, yeah.
I think we run out of time, aren't we?
Yeah, we got less
Yeah.
than just about a minute and a bit left.
I'm sorry, I'm knackered. I'm going to go and sit in the bath or something. So I'm not coming back on.
All right, Mr.
Okay,
Grump.
Mike.
All right,
That's
Mr.
good.
Grump.
Okay.
Go on.
I'm gonna go and watch a surf film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be good. Yeah, I won't come back to. I gotta get back home and do some stuff.
No,
Yeah.
you'll be questioned not next week on it, Sam.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Homework.
Yeah. Do your own work, I tell you.
Yeah.
Are you coming back, Dave? Kim?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll come back for a few bits.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. We'll have a little.
All right, guys, enjoy your chat. And
Right. We'll do.
Good week, Mike,
See you.
and we'll catch up soon.
next week, if not
Yeah.
before.
If I'm not down in Mumbles before then,
Yeah, no, pop in if you are.
Yeah. I'll give you a shout beforehand.
Yeah. Okay,
Right.
mate.
Went so
All right.
quickly, didn't it?
Okay.
Do that.
Take care, all.
See you
Yeah.
next week.
Have a good
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Look after yourselves. All the best, guys.
Pose
Yes, Sam.
toi bien, as they say in France.
What do you say in France?
Repose-toi bien.
Is it? Okay.
Relax.
Take a vote.
Have a good relax.